Towers for our first proper visit of the 2020 season. We got our masks on, so yeah, we're taking all the safety precautions we can.
No risks,
because government advice has changed to say to wear them in public spaces, hasn't it? So we're going to try and keep them on when we're sort of in and around people throughout the day. But yeah, we are so excited to be back here at Alton Towers, aren't we?
It's been a long time.
What are we getting on first? What do we fancy riding?
Wicker Man. The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man first. Charlie's now 1.4 metres. And what are you hoping to ride? Your first 1.4 metre ride?
Galactica.
He wants to ride Galactica.
He's been on about this for days.
He has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And if not longer, to be honest. We've heard about Galactica for so long as his first 1.4 metre ride. So yeah, we're going to show you around. All the rides are in operation now. We've come 2 weeks into opening, and that seemed to be a good choice, really, didn't it?
Yeah, because over this last week we've had 13 open, we've had Rita open, Jules open.
Yep, the only thing that seems to be closed is Hex, so I think we got lucky, really, with all the rides.
It's a bit of a blustery day today. It's not the nicest day, but we're going to enjoy it nonetheless, aren't we?
We are. In terms of getting here and parking up, there's a lot of cars here today, isn't there?
There was a huge queue, wasn't there?
There was a huge queue to get in here and a huge queue to get into the theme park.
Yeah, so it must have taken us about half an hour to walk down here, 40 minutes, something like that, just from the car park. And it wasn't that clear with where the hotel guests should stand and where people that had just come.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had that confusion at the start, which delayed us by sort of 15 minutes, and then we had an half-hour queue.
But that's it, we had a walk around, which we always like to do anyway here at Alton Towers. We sometimes do choose to walk instead of going on the monorail.
I thought the monorail would be on.
No monorail.
No monorail just yet.
And then as we've come here, we've had the temperature checked, bags checked. That was smooth. I mean, they stood us in different queue lines and just all went through. So, you know, well done Alton Towers for that. I don't think we could have asked for anything better for that, really.
That's it, and they had somebody at the front telling people to stand at their designated arrows.
And on arrows as well, yeah. If somebody wasn't standing on an arrow, they moved them to it. So, well, you know, that was absolutely brilliant. A really good start to the day.
It was a really good start to social distancing.
It feels like a normal day.
So because it's quite busy here at the entrance plaza, Charlie's saying it does feel like a normal day. There were a lot of cars, but we'll see just how busy it is when we get going round. There's lots of rides open to disperse the queues. So.
It'll be interesting, the ride queues and stuff, because normally on a busy day we know how long we stand for the Wicker Man, Galactica. So obviously reduced capacity, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the ride times are like.
So anyway, first ride up is Wicker Man. I think it's advertised in a 120-minute queue time. We hope not.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, Wicker Man, first ride up for us here at Alton Towers.
Hello, that man's filming us. He's filming us.
There we go. Hello. We'd have to wait until nearly the end of July for our first ride on Wicker Man. How was it, guys?
Brilliant.
It was, wasn't it? Absolutely.
Totally forgot how fast it was.
I feel sick a little bit.
You feel sick a little bit? Yeah, it really took us by surprise just at how fast that is running today.
It is. I suppose it's lighter though because there's not many people on, is there?
True, and we've not ridden a roller coaster since February, so
in the perfect time.
we did. There is a big queue now, as Charlie is saying. It advertised 120 minutes when we came, but we queued about 60 minutes.
Yeah, if I'm honest, probably 50.
But it was
brilliant.
It was. I mean, that is really good in terms of queue time.
Markers on the floor, so you got your 2 metre distance, and the guys did make sure that people were keeping the distance, so you'd have announcements saying beware of floor markers on the floor, please stand on them.
Yeah, so really, we've only been here for a short while. We've had our first ride. The entrance procedures were great, and social distancing was good in the queue, so it's so far so good really for the social distancing here at Alton Towers. It's starting to rain on us. We're gonna take this time then while it's raining to go and grab a spot of lunch. We've seen there's some new plastic mats on the tables. Yep, that is branded.
Down first.
And we're gonna eat some lunch, and then we're gonna head back around for some of our favourites like the Mine Train and Jewel, and maybe get Charlie's first ride on Galactica. We have the Katanga Canyon music today, don't we?
Yeah.
So we were here a few weeks ago and we said it was so silent around
Around
here.
this side of the park, wasn't
And
it?
we were having ice cream.
We were.
We were eating ice cream just here. But
Got the Wicker Man there, walked around here, and to our delight, the music is playing.
it is, we absolutely love the Katanga Canyon music, it's great.
When we tried to get dinner, there was too many people.
Oh,
Too many people at the table, so we're going to do our usual and eat in the queues. But it's great to hear the music on back round here. When you walk past Katanga Canyon up towards the rapids, you just know you can have a great day when this music is playing, don't you?
It gives me automatically happy, doesn't it?
It does.
So good. Sanitizer.
So we heard that the Congo River Rapids had upped their game since
And it's
opening,
sorted.
and it was right, wasn't it? That
I went through like every inch of my trousers.
The whole of my,
Wet.
the back of my bag is
It is.
But yeah, they were definitely more choppy in places,
Yeah.
weren't they?
the good thing about it, what wasn't on was the waterfall.
Yeah, it's a shame the waterfall's still not working, and as George said, they do need to turn that back on. It's a wicked part of the ride, but as for the rest of it,
Good.
that were fantastic today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So unlike the Wicker Man, where masks are mandatory, you are in a boat on your own. There's sanitizer before you get on.
That's, they've asked for you to do that before you board
Yep.
and after you get off the ride.
So you take the sanitizer, you wash your hands, get onto the boat, which you're in on your own, and then you come off and you do it again.
And
So
they
it's-
are being cleaned because in queue line.
yeah, we saw them sending empty boats to
And
clean,
there's
didn't we?
hand sanitizer.
Yep, so we did our sanitizer, and then you can get on and you don't need to wear a mask. That was a nice rest really from wearing the face covering on the way around here. But soon to be mask back on, because we're heading round next door to ride the
Mine
Runaway
Train.
Mine Train. Choo choo!
Choo-choo.
One thing to know is that where you would usually exit the Congo River Rapids and come up and exit through the shop, this no longer happens. So that was the Runaway Mine Train, an absolute family classic. We loved that ride,
do.
don't we?
We went round 3 times.
We did. We got a 3-lapper there, didn't we?
Unexpectedly.
It wasn't our
We're gonna
record
do 2.
because once we've done it as the last ride of the day. And how many laps?
6.
We did. We got 6 laps. But a good 3 there. That was really good, wasn't it? And he, the train operator, he tricked us, didn't he? Slowed it down into the station and then set us off for that 3rd lap again. We'll say that after doing the river rapids and then coming and doing the mine train, distancing in the queue lines.
Oh, very different.
Yeah, Alton Towers have still got the markings on the floor, but it definitely is more of a challenge trying to maintain your distance in those queue lines. So if you're coming down here as a family, be prepared for that. You have to work in terms of keeping distance for yourself and trying to make sure there's enough distance behind you as well. So yeah, if you can't tell where we are now from the spooky music and the guns going, as Charlie just said, we are heading on Jewel, another favourite of ours here.
And then Charlie's dying to go on Galactica, so we have to walk on.
But all in all, I mean, we've had a bit of rain, which is why the jackets went on. But we're having an absolutely fantastic day, aren't we?
Charlie keeps saying it's nice to be going back to normal, so...
And I think that's it really. What this is giving us is a fantastic day out in what's been just like a oh, I nearly tripped over there. In what's been a crazy few months. So it's absolutely great to get out here and just do something normal again and have some fun. So I think hopefully what we're showing you here is that if you do come somewhere like Alton Towers, or if you come to Alton Towers, you can still have a fun day, you can still maintain distance. And the thing that we have noticed as well is that there are sanitizer stations at the front of every ride. They're at the end of the queue lines. I mean, get me right, some of those have been empty at the ends and they need topping up, but the ones at the front, generally as you go on, have been fully topped up, and we have been able to use a sanitizer.
And we've brought our own as well, so...
We have. So I think...
Charlie's super excited.
Something else that I've seen is they're selling them as well.
They're selling sanitizer in the shops. But yeah, definitely worth noting. Oh, we've got a bit of dark now. But definitely worth noting, bring your own and then you definitely won't run out. But you can still have a fantastic day, even with distancing, here at Alton Towers.
Let's go to Jewel.
The baby dollhouse is open.
Why is it scaring you, Charlie?
No, it's not there.
No, it's not there. What queue are we in, Charlie?
Galactica.
We are, and it's going to be Charlie's first ever 1.4 metre ride, isn't it?
Yes.
You excited?
Yes.
He's been dying to get on this, haven't you? Like literally for the last 12 months he has non-stop talked about getting on Galactica as his first ever major, like 1.4 metre coaster. And here we are.
Okay.
So yeah, we've double checked up there. Ali wasn't convinced, but he's literally just on the borderline, just over 1.4 metres. We just finished Jewel as well. How was Jewel?
Really good.
I came third, Mum came last, you came second.
I came second. George won, yeah, George,
By
with a score of
30,000.
30,000. Massive score there from George today on Jewel.
Come last on Jewel, but no, I
Not
didn't.
today, did you? 19,500. That's a respectable score, Charlie. So yeah, we're fast running out of time today, aren't we? Can't believe how fast time has
This
flown.
is our last roller coaster.
That's right, it's 3 o'clock. The park is only open till 4. So yeah, we're pretty much thinking this is probably our last coaster. By the time we've queued for this, got on, we've not got enough time to get round to Rita and 13 because we wanted to get back on 13. That's another favourite of ours. So yeah, this is going to be our final coaster of the day. Charlie's first 1.4, and we are going to enjoy it.
Yay.
just had our last ride of the day here at Alton Towers, and it's Galactica, and it was your first 1.4 metre ride, Charlie?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Was it worth the wait? All that
Yeah,
year of
it felt like
am I 1.4,
2 hours.
am I 1.4? Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We liked it.
I felt it felt like the queue was for 2 hours.
The queue
Oh, we
was
queued for a
long
very
queue.
long time, didn't we? And it's definitely our last ride of the day here. But
There's nothing in the store.
no, but we are in the store, so this would usually be the desk where you
Get served, yeah,
get
to
served.
check
Yeah,
out.
there's nothing here. But it was running really well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think we finished it in
The
a
second
fantastic
I think
way.
that was a really
The
good
second
ride.
station wasn't open.
It wasn't, so
It-
there's only one station open, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
one station, 2 trains, so it was a bit slower, which is why it took about, it must have took at least an hour
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
queue, if
really
not
long
longer.
queue.
But it was well worth it for our last ride of the day, and a
Yes.
new family ride
Yes,
for us here at
that's
Alton
it.
Towers.
So pleased you were able to get on it.
That's it then from us at Alton Towers today. We've just finished up with a walk around the shop, haven't we?
Yeah, and I got a Galactica
Hoodie, haven't you? Yeah, look at this.
and a Galactica trophy as well.
You did like the ride resin, he had to pick those up, didn't he? You were really proud of yourself for going on that.
Yeah.
Was it worth the wait again, Charlie?
Yeah.
Really was. We've not heard like anything but that
constant.
since he got off the ride off
And he
camera.
has said already, next time we come to Alton Towers, what's his first ride going to be?
Galactica.
So there we go.
So yeah, I think he enjoyed it. What do we think of operations at the park today and our day out?
I've absolutely loved today. I can't explain how much how good it feels to be
Yeah.
back.
Oh, it's so nice to have been out, isn't
We
it, for a
didn't
day?
get round to 13 meters. and
We
stuff.
didn't even go up that way of the park, did we?
No, so that's the one thing I'll say. I mean, we were a little late in setting off, we slept in, and then when we got here, it took longer to get into the
Yeah,
park.
it did.
And then by the time we were in and the queuing for each ride with the distancing, we
That's
fit
it.
about 5 rides in today. It's always a 2-day park, is Alton Towers, but if you're trying to get everything in, you're definitely going to need a bit more
Oh,
time.
definitely. But you know what? I've loved it.
Oh, we've loved every minute.
And I
It's
just
been
can't
great.
believe that we're back and we've been able to ride the Wicker Man, Runaway Mine Train. Oh, it's just been fabulous.
So next time we come here, we'll have to put 13 in there, and maybe, just maybe, Charlie might go for Rita as well.
That's it, because I've never been on Rita.
We'll see. You'll have to wait for the next one to find out if he does that.
But well done, Alton Towers. I mean, the social distancing, arrows on the floor, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Staff have been
Yeah.
amazing.
Alton Towers have done a fantastic
Yeah.
job, haven't they? A few people in the queue lines get a bit close to you. I mean, you can keep your distance from
Yeah.
the people in front of you, but the people behind you, that can be a little difficult, and particularly in the family queues. So we found that in
Runaway Mine
Train, Congo River Rapids, there
Yeah.
was more difficult. And again, the cattle penning in Galactica. But even with that, we've managed to keep ourselves feeling safe. We felt okay doing
We've
it.
worn as masks all day. We've literally taken it off now because there's nobody around us. But in queues, on the rides, they've been on all day. Even in the shop, we wore them. So yeah,
Yeah.
we've been safe.
We've witnessed the rides being cleaned in between
Oh, we have,
sort of runs. There's sanitizer stations everywhere, markings on the floor, clear directions up and down some of the narrow
Oh
paths.
yeah, open different sections, haven't they? So near the Wicker Man, they've opened up a separate section
Oh
for you
yeah,
to get
like
through.
the access road, haven't they? So
Yeah.
you get out, so they disperse the queues more and the walking traffic. So honestly, Alton Towers have done an absolutely fantastic job. If you're coming down here as a family, you can keep distance, you should still feel safe, and you're gonna have a fantastic day. We have, haven't we?
Honestly, I wish we were staying, if I'm honest. I really, really do.
Oh, I know, so
want
do
to be
I.
at a hotel today.
Unfortunately not. So as this goes live, the one that will be coming next is Blackpool, because tomorrow we are at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, aren't we?
Yeah.
First time since opening day, and we're looking forward to that.
I don't know. I'm nervous about that.
But anyway, thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this one. It's given you a little snapshot of what Alton Towers is like post reopening. And yeah, until we get to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and that's live, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.